AoA's Far Cry 5 special project called Mapmaker, and we are here continuing on with the escape map live build. And I've done, I think 3 or 4 streams on this map already. And as you can see, just to give you a quick recap, we've pretty much done every setup, every main area of the map here. Now we're just going through placing enemies, details, weapons, testing, that kind of stuff. And then, in my last stream, I know I was working on the insides here of my lovely little pyramid. Ice wall, sorry. And I went pretty basic. Originally, I had planned for a lot more, like, I know this is easy to see one path here, you climb up the wall here, then you zip line down here, go up here, you rope across here, jump to there, you go up here, and then you cross the ice bridge wall over there and do these little wooden ramps, and then you get over here and then you jump down. But I know it's pretty basic. I want to have a bunch of different swings, but the problem I kept having, and if any of you watching the stream know how to fix this, please let me know. The problem I kept having was my grapples. The area of where your player can see the grapple point and lock on, it's too wide. It's too massive. So if there's a way to shorten the area where a player can interact with the grapple, let me know, because then I'll be able to do these better. But this one, I like how it came out. And I'm going to test the enemies. I don't know if this is too much or too little, but we're going to have to test them and see how it works. Alrighty. So, well, I just finished this up, placing enemies. And I just want to see how it kind of works, because I also, down here, I placed my 2 large sniper rifles and an ammo case. I don't know why it didn't give me more ammo for those. Let me see here, hold on. Because last time I did a little mini test, I collected ammo from that thing on this only sniper rifle. It didn't give me any ammo. And I wasn't full, so I don't know why it did that, but we're going to see. I'm just wondering if there's a different type of ammo for 50 caliber rifles. It's probably heavy ammo, right? For 50 calibers, yeah, but it's probably heavy. Let's see if that's true. Oh, so now something's clipping. Nothing was clipping before, so it literally must be this ammo I just fucking placed. Alrighty. I'm selecting the ammo, and it takes like... Oh my god, this is literally the 3 ammos cost me the pick there. Alright. So I'm just trying to get the main details done now. Like, I gotta put bodies in this lake. And then, oh my fucking god. Still can't get up this thing. There we go. Oh no, I just maxed out. That's what it was, really. Right, so we're gonna go up here. And I forgot, actually, hold on. In order to shoot the enemies, I actually need to test the enemies. So what we're gonna have to do is actually play the map. So you start out with a pistol, and you start out here in the maze. And I ain't gonna really bring one enemy back here. Start with a good number of rounds. See, I wanted my escape map to be challenging too. I just didn't want it to be figure out the maze, figure out the paths. And unfortunately, you guys can see that I have M60s and stuff ready to go. See, I know I put more enemies in here than that. Yeah, the enemy spawns will probably have to get completely redone because I'm not really happy with how they're spawning in. There were supposed to be way many more enemies here in this little area, and I'm wondering why there isn't. So we're going to continue forward because I want to, as you see, we dive down in here. I kind of put these dead bodies into the water so the player will meet them if they jump down. And we pass through the waterfall into the ice cave. And I'm thinking of having like a little jet ski here. Yeah, now going through it, I'm thinking of having a jet ski because it's way too long for go by hand. Fuck this shit. Actually, it's not that long. I don't know. We'll see. So we see the ice river here, ice river of blood, and I may put a sign that says "climb up here" because I don't want people getting the thing that's broken. Alright, so now we're going to climb up here and we're going to see, I put sniper enemies, we're going to see how well they hit. Now here's my issue, I don't see any. So I guess we're going to start. What I think I'm going to do is may introduce false paths. Maybe that'll be a fun way to make it, because I feel like this is so much empty space. I really feel like I'm wasting. Now see, there's supposed to be enemies here, and I don't know why there's not. They're supposed to trigger after one dead of the wave 1 dead. And I killed like 5 of the wave 1 guys. I'm gonna try getting to the top and seeing if I can. Yeah, you see? I don't know why the guys aren't spawning, because they're supposed to be right here. Yeah, they're not spawning, so I don't know why they're not spawning. As you can see, I've had guys, wave 2, right here, and they're supposed to be triggered off of, I don't get it, like I had enemies the whole stacked waypoint here. Well, I guess we're going to have to figure out enemy placements later. Without knowing enemy placements, I can't place explosives or stuff like that. So I think we're going to be done with this area for now, and we're going to focus on the next area. But before I go, I think my favorite feature of the map is right here. This is an eagle point. I love jumping off that eagle point. That's freaking awesome. Eagle Tower. Can't wait to play this with my friends and actually see someone jump off that point. But now, where we are right now is we are in the next area of the space here, and this is what I'm lightly referring to as Nuketown. This is the portion of area that got just completely hammered by a nuclear waste, and how we're going to kind of do this area is very similar to how we did this, but a much greater schedule thing. So, this is going to be totally zip lines and walkways and terraces, and I'm going to have like pathways on the rooftops here, and we're going to go through and it's going to be like a little maze of pathways, and through all this like radioactive trash and shit like that, and as you can see, there's all these car parts and shit everywhere, and it's going to be pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I actually did, as you can see, I went through and I did the roadways and I did some houses. I have yet to, you can see everything's like rusted or falling apart. It looks like it's just been destroyed. And I think that's the thing I want to keep here. So I kind of focused all this centered shit here, and we're going to begin moving all this shit around the map so we can fill in some of that tight space. But I do want, I think, 3 more buildings, one right here, one right here, and then I want something right here, I think. And then maybe something right here, like a small shack, or I may put like a burning bus. I was thinking about burning a burning bus right there. This kind of seems like just the bus to do that with, so... Okay. Alrighty. And as you can see, I haven't done textures yet, or I mean paint palettes, so we're going to finish with that. And as you can see, I've already set up the zip line right here, and so I'll show this to you guys before we begin here. Eventually, I'm going to create the pathway. It's going to eventually come up to here. And I may put a ladder right here, and the pathway will either come right up to here. Actually, I may put it... Can I? I want to see if I can... Oh, shit. I want to see if it's possible to actually jump off of this thing. Or climb onto this thing to do my... pathway. That would be fucking epic. Let's see here. Journey. Yeah, see, I mean, we could actually put like a ramp or something here, and then just have like a climbable ledge right there. That's not where that was. And oh shit! No, I'm alive, bitches. So yeah, I may do it like that just to kind of like hint with people, fuck with people, make them fall off, make them die. But no, I think it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, so let's go and check it out here. So, as you can see, I'll show you the zipline now, so I forgot to show you that before. I got too into it there. Journey. So as you can see, here's the zipline, and I set it up so that we headline right into the desert here. And I may put some hills. I probably am going to put some hills and some other shit just to hide this from view, kind of. And then you eventually go over here. I don't have any animals on the map, but what I've decided to do is I'm going to put hippos and whatever I can put, whatever dangerous predator I can put in those waters, I'm going to put in there. And then the player just keeps climbing up these rocks, climbs up the pyramid. I'll position some enemies on the pyramid, to be sure. And then bam, 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 and we've made the escape point. We're free! So, now with all that being said, we're going to make our new area. So I did say I wanted a house right here. And I do. So we're going to put some kind of destructive building. As you can see, they added in Origins and they added in Hours of Darkness. So I want to see what kind of... I don't know. See, I don't like... It doesn't really go well with the theme. This kind of does though, but it's not. It's not ramshackled enough. It's not destroyed enough. Yeah, that's our problem. It's simply not destroyed enough. Okay. Military ruins. Religious ruins. Oh, this ain't a bad building to have. Maybe that more. Wreckages. Oh yeah, these are much more what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, cabin burnt. Debris. What I'm kind of doing here is I'm just selecting everything. No, that's still too much intact for me. That one I don't like. I want like completely destroyed people, not just burnt. Oh, this one's really good. Yeah, keep that there. I'll keep this here. Do that. Again, I'm just looking through everything to see, you know, because those look really nice. I wish I had this bridge when I was making my other map. I like that bridge much better. So we can go to origins and we can get structures, residentials, and we can go to wreckages and see what we can get from this game. Nothing really. Temples. Statues. Oh, I got a whole bunch of statues that I'm going to put in Ubisoft's garden. Yeah, I will be making a map called Ubisoft's Garden. I was looking for any wrecked kind of statues I can put near that temple. Ubisoft Gardens would be pretty cool. You'll see when it comes out. I'll definitely do a stream for that map. I kind of just want one more building. Watch Dogs ain't got any. No. You don't need that much, you just need to have like pieces. No, I don't think it looks good. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're definitely start separating things. Like, I like the things right here because it kind of shows that there was houses here, and I don't want that to change. So we're going to keep that there for now. And for you, we're going to lower you to the ground. You are on the ground, so this is how you stand. We can't let that happen. We got to actually lower you then. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep this here, but we're also just going to turn it this way. See, I don't like to look at that because it looks placed. The thing you have to remember is some buildings can look placed, like this building will definitely look placed because in that like real world situation they would be placed. But you kind of have to make sure that everything doesn't look exactly placed. Because if everything looks placed, then it's boring. Before I start moving these cars, I want to see how the fire comes in here. So we're gonna go to, I think it's gameplay. No, it's not. Lighting and effects. That's what it is. The ones we're looking for are fire effects. There we go. Now you can see the bus is clearly on fire. And that actually looks pretty nice. You won't. Sorry, I thought you had to go through the smoke to reach. That would be cool. I kind of thought of like tunneling this, but I was like, whatever. Like putting an actual tunnel along the zip cord, so you tunnel through a zip line. I thought that'd be really, really cool. And I still may do that. I'm not sure.
Hi, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? How's it going? I'm just working on this escape map. Car here. Couple car pile up there. Yeah, so I spawned pretty much every ruined car I could possibly find and ruined airplane. Just to see how it goes. I think I'm going to keep this part just like this because it actually looks not fake. Hello and welcome to the stream.
In fine, thanks. Looks very nice. Great work.
Oh, well, it's not done yet. No, it's not done yet. Very, very, we're still pre-beta phase with this map. Like, the enemies aren't spawning here at the fucking ice cube, and then, it's very annoying. But when it's all done, then it will be kick-ass. Let's see. So we're gonna drag, actually, a couple cars over here, because I want some more ruined vehicles. And we're going to do this pretty much by, stack. So, again, I don't want all these vehicles to look like they just got fucking all of me. Come on. There we go. So, here we got, no, don't follow terrain. I said, oh, you're so annoying, car. Alright. So I want a couple cars that look like trash, but I also want to have like you could see why cars would be parked here. This is a warehouse, cars would be parked there. We'd have maybe one car back here. But I also got to put in the fence. Because the whole story behind this is a closed community, warehouse, industrial park kind of thing. So, unfortunately for me, that means it requires a fencing. And as everyone in this game knows, fencing for Far Cry is a big pain in the ass because there's no snap lock. So, objects, no structures, industrial. No, okay, I'm going to go back into the Far Cry 5. Structures, industrial, fences. And here we go. So the fence I want to be this barbed wire, but I also do want it to be bent. So we'll have really whack fencing along here. So here's the road, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a kind of a fence right here for the player to go through. And just to save us more time, we're going to start the fence probably here. And here's the best thing about this fence. We don't have to worry about keeping it 100% straight because this has been a nucleafied town. The fence is here really only to serve two purposes. Mark the boundaries of the town and kind of give the player a sense of where the action is and where to go, and to go along with the theme. So it doesn't need to be perfect. And so what we'll do is we'll have put a post there, put a post there. Now what we do and actually I'm going to keep this fence as skeletal as I can, so we're going to position that piece here. And we're going to go L2 so we can move and edit at the same time. Now, while doing this stuff, I kind of suggest you have your camera speed set to 3. It's easier to do detail work when your camera speed is that level. So you'll start sending objects flying across the damn map. Alrighty. Now you see as I've created a nice little column. Now I'm just going to copy and move that column down the road. Now, if you're super lazy like I'm going to be, you can even go from there. Now you're really cooking fence line. Now, if you're super lazy like me, that's a big glitch with the Far Cry. When you try and move a series of multiple objects, you try turning them after a move, it will not turn until you pause and then reselect them all. Now it'll turn, you can see. Really weird glitch with the game. Really annoying too. Continue our fence line. So we're almost done building one side of the fence here. And again, I'm gonna kind of arc it out. And I'm not gonna keep it like I know it looks right now. It looks actually pretty nice. Doesn't look too bad. But I'm gonna like make sections of the fence disappear, and we'll have fucked up sections. So don't worry about all that. So we do is let's save my map. Always save your map in case drama happens or you lose connection or you gain errors. Always save. Helps so much that you always save. Now we're going to go to the other side and do the same thing. So I think we're going to make it a little easier because again we're going to copy a bunch of length. This time we're actually going to dupe from that. And as you can see, we had that glitch again. That will always be there. God dang, I hate when this fucking game does this to me. Sorry about that. Controller being a little finicky there. And now here we are. Bam. Alright. So. Sorry about that, Ian. My controller's acting up today. God dang it. That glitch is really, really annoying, as you guys can now see. Now all we have to do left is just get this last gate here, and then yeah, so now we're done. I was thinking about running a gate behind the house, but it's not necessary because people will when they start climbing up the ramps, they'll know how to get past the area. It'll be common sense. So. It's not big fences laid in place, which I hate making fences, especially on this game. I used to love making fences, but on this game I hate them. So we're going to delete all this shit. Delete all this shit. Delete you, and we're going to save again. So the reason I did the map first, or the fence first, was now that I know the boundaries of my town, or my little area, see, now I can put buildings and placements and make them look authentic. So we're also going to have a truck near here somehow, so I want to get a really burnt down shitty truck. I know I have one somewhere here. And we also need some like oil barrels, shit like that. But first, position of the cars. Drastically important. I just want to see how that looked, so or see if it would be clipping. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna don't fuck with that. We're going to actually turn this around. We're gonna arc it again, and then we're gonna move it up. And then I'm gonna put one of these fucking little tail pieces. On the ends, so the player knows so now you can kind of like, just looking at this from ground level, now you know what it was. You can tell that was an airplane. So now when I put a piece of fire in there, which I'm going to do, I'm going to put a nice little firebomb in there. And that looks pretty nice to me. And so we're going to continue with a lot of shit like that. So we're going to do car over here. I don't want to really move any of that because I think I kind of like the way it's stacked. But we're definitely going to have more over here. Something right here. I want to put this actually over there. See, that's what I mean right there. Like, this looks placed. That doesn't look placed. You want to make sure your shit does not look placed. There we go. Sorry about that. I decided that I think I'm just going to put a car right up, like it just drove right inside the fucking building. So what I'm actually do, sorry about the notifications, I keep having to stop to check my phone for notifications. But, I think what I'm going to do is, because I want to get the feel of it, I think I'm going to do my palette for this now. One second here. So yeah, I think what we're gonna do the palette, so I can kind of get like the base layout. Because what I'm gonna do is like this little area right here, I think is gonna be like the village green or whatever, this little strip, and I want it to give like a burnt feel. So we're gonna see what we have for palettes. I don't got a lot of for textures, so you gotta. So I need the alpine forest soil, just for like the inside of the cave. And so what I really got here is just the surrounding soil. I really wish I could have more than 4 palettes, but it doesn't really matter at this point, I guess. So I want something that's burnt. That looks pretty burnt to me. No way, that looks gross. That kind of looks better, I think. I'll put in some dead trees just to give it life. So I think that's what I'll do now, because I'm having trouble deciding on a texture, but this one looks pretty nice to me. But I'm going to put some dead trees just to kind of like give the perception. Terrain, vegetation. At least I don't have much vegetation, which was nice. Dead trees. Oh yeah, that's like practically fucking perfect. So, I mean, you can kind of see like the feeling I'm going for here. I'll put a couple more dead trees in certain areas. Around there. Maybe a couple over here. You don't want too many trees. Like this, I still think might be too many trees. I may shorten that up soon enough here. You don't want too many trees, because that's definitely too many trees. Actually, I just thought of something that'd be really, really fucking cool. I'm totally gonna do it too. Didn't even think about it until I just thought there. Because the trees kind of like, the reason you want the trees in there is because the trees show the deadness of the land. It kind of puts you in perspective. Oh my god, look at this land. And you just see dead shit. Yeah, this is definitely too many trees. That's much better. You see, even I just don't like this grass either. Don't like you. Oh, but my controller just died, everyone. Yay! Now we're back in control again. So, now you can start to see the map starting to come together, I think. Now I want to go back to Palace and can see how it looks now with the trees. Rockcliffe Black was the last one we ended on. Don't like those red flowers there, but yeah, go through the map and fuck with that too. No, I like the other one better. No, this looks too good. Yeah, I think we're gonna stick with this one. So now you can kind of see, like, we have this up against the house here, and we have different pieces, and we have one going through the house, and then you have, and we're going to do a double car here, because that makes it look like it's a business, you know, they use a company kind of car. I know, even though the center pieces of our building chopper through here, we're also going to have another chopper, be right here. When you're positioning vehicles like this, you want to do it at awkward angles, and especially in different directions. So what I mean is, like, you go, I'll put one here. You can go ahead and slide this guy right here, and then you can position one even over here, looking this way. That doesn't look placed. That looks organized. Oh, it looks a little placed. But you see what I mean about the different directions. Remember, we still haven't even put in other shit yet. Put that right there. See, it's really starting to come together now as we slowly build. So I was actually thinking of just deleting these three, and we're pretending like a big crater hit. So what I'm gonna do is actually gonna go and dig a hole. Put the hardness up to like there, and then we're gonna dig. I think I put the hardness up too much. Well, I hope no one falls in that shit. That guaranteed a death pit. So what we're going to do is, this is our crater. And that's where the player is going to eventually be led to start jumping around the whole thing. As you can see, it's starting to really showcase now. I'm really starting to like how it's come out. I think the cradle is going to be good too. So we're going to have some fire on the crater's edge, and we're also going to do some smoke, but the smoke first. So let's see here. Objects, lights and effect, smoke effect. So I can see the smoke is coming from now deep inside the pit. I'm actually really liking where it's coming from, so I think I'm going to do a couple more. But way deeper down into the pit. So now you can start seeing, like, it's kind of like a meteor hit this ground, or a plane crash, or some kind of crash hit, and now it's smoking out of there. Alright, so I think it's time we're ready to add some more details in. So I want to look for stuff like oil barrels, industrial objects, just stuff to give, you know, the area yeah, like those personal small touches, I can't tell you how much they really do help. So we're definitely gonna go down to like, ooh, wreckages. Don't be afraid to just like scatter these around. Actually, these would probably be more appropriate over here by the warehouses. Just some like broken pine down there. And then you can use like these semi-big things to fill in any kind of gaps that you think are on your map. So something like there. If I were to look up, I definitely think this is starting to become a little light, so I think we could probably put thing of pallets right there. This I'd rather have in the open, but by like an area like right there, have that right there. We're also going to go into like supplies. And these are what I meant by having like the oil barrels around. Make sure it looks rusted though and kind of concrete. And here, when you're putting stuff like car rims rack, you know, it's best to put like an actual car there. So we're gonna move another one of our cars here. We're actually gonna put that in the road a little bit because that kind of blocks the road, which is nice. Don't be afraid to put stuff in your road either. There's a couple empty spots like right here, and I'm leaving them empty because, and like right here and right here, because I don't know how exactly I'm going to build my ramp system, and that's what I want. I want like a shanty town that's been kind of like destroyed, and you have to go up these ramps while fighting guys to do it. So we're still going to go around and add some more details. We're going to head over and we can go into origin, structures. No, not really. Structures. And just, no, I don't want structures, I want objects. Agricultural supplies. Ah, damn, if I'd known this was here, I would have used these instead. I think what I want to do is make the player actually climb this building. And I think that this jet here is going to be the first level to that. That's going to be fucking cool as shit. Supplies, and you see here with I think we're kind of good for details. Yeah, I think I'll cut on the details for now. We still do need a radio tower, though. There's gotta be a radio tower on this map. Like a fucked up radio tower. Yeah, no, thank you. Oh my god, that actually look great if I could put a house right there. I need some kind of wreckage. Oh yeah, look how cool that is. That actually kind of fucking badass. So this, I believe, is pretty much the area I'm gonna go with. You see that one little spot of brown over there when I was testing shades earlier. We're going to save because we did a lot of work there. So if you were here at the beginning of this stream, this was nothing. It's nowhere near as detailed or organized as it looks now. Now it's much more, and you can see that. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up starting finally to actually produce the escape portion of this map, which is starting with this little thing. And we're going to put it right here. And so like I said, this, to explain it one more time, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a series of catwalks. And these catwalks will go up and down through buildings, out of buildings. I'm definitely gonna have the player go through this house. So we might let's just say the catwalk might lead to right here, and then the player has to go through right here, go down the stairs, go through this window again, then go back out through like this hole. You know, and then move on or whatever. But I'm definitely having them go through this building. And then we'll probably have them go up and around, or maybe even through these little factories right here. It's going to kind of be like a little roller coaster of shit. And it's going to be hilarious. And I'm going to push it, if I can, I'm going to push it through this building too. And I think I can. And then we'll finally push it up here, and we'll figure out a way to climb up here. So go all the way around this town, and then that's it. Alrighty. Let's begin our ramp creation. Let's see here. I believe it was in Black Flag structures. Commercial platforms. So yes, this is kind of what I was looking for. Wood platforms. You see they go off and on, and we actually use this too. See how well that works. So what we'll do is we'll position enemies in single we'll position enemies all around, and you know, the player will have to walk and shoot at the same time, pretty much. Don't worry, there'll be recovery stations. There'll be like little patches that your character can take time and hide in, and that kind of stuff. But this whole map is kind of really mazy, so I wanted to do a 3 different paths that they can kind of, you know, choose which one to go on. Not everyone's going to lead to where they need to go. So that's the fun part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to create a bunch of different ones, just so we can kind of get a testing kind of feel here. So we have wooden mediums. This will be very time consuming, so I'm probably going to show you guys a little bit, and I think we're going to end the stream for today. And then when you come back, I'll have it completely done, and you'll be able to see how it came out. Now, I believe you guys can see right now what I'm kind of going for. We'll just put a ladder instead. Test.
Your journey.
So as you can see, we can move it probably a bit closer, but that top ledge will be one of my safe areas. You know, I'll have some ammo there, I'll have another gun probably, and then there'll be some cover there, some health packs, that sort of thing. And there'll also be a couple more paths continuing. So that's like what you see right now. You're going to see that all over this map. And I think we're going to end the stream for today. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. I think we're going to be able to get this map done in maybe 1-2 more streams. Because before I stream again, I will have this whole system here done. I may stream the actual building of climbing this tower, but I'm not sure about that yet. But next stream, all this map will be covered in these kind of fucking planks, and you'll see what I mean. I think it's gonna be really, really cool the way I'm gonna have this set up. Again, thanks for joining with me. If you want to follow, if you don't like Far Cry for some reason, I don't know why you're not watching this video, but if you don't, there's plenty of other stuff on the channel. If you guys are looking for a clan to join, the AoA Assassins, we're always recruiting on a variety of different games. We're definitely going to Black Ops 4 this year. We're also thinking about going to Fallout 76. Battlefield 5 is still an option. Red Dead 2 is being talked about. So there's plenty of stuff for you guys to do. If you want to check out our Facebook page, which is pretty much our main website online here, you can check that out. There's a link on the YouTube channel, so you can go click on that. As always, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps. And I will see you guys again soon.